The first trial block in the corruption case against former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede and 21 others has concluded and will resume in July. The group of suspects include former senior municipal officials and private businesses. They're accused of siphoning more than 200 million rand, in fact more than 320 million rand from the eThekwini municipality through a waste collection tender. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan wraps up the proceedings.
Indeed, much to the disgruntlement of the 22 suspects who were arrested in 2019, this trial has been adjourned and will resume in July. Now, over the last 3 weeks, we've heard testimony from 2 witnesses, both from eThekwini's City Integrity and Investigations Unit, one being the head of this unit and the other a senior investigator. They've testified about how they received an anonymous complaint in 2018 which tipped them off about alleged tender fraud at the Durban Solid Waste Unit, wherein it was alleged that service providers were paid millions of rands for waste collection services that were never rendered. Now, after they received this complaint, they handed it over to an external company called IFS to continue with a forensic audit. Following this, they opened criminal charges with the police. Now, in their cross-examination, the lawyers for the suspects have questioned whether the investigators were above board in receiving this complaint and handing it over to another company. They've asked why the investigators went to the police instead of going to eThekwini's disciplinary board as per the normal procedure. The advocate for Zandile Gumede has even submitted to the court that the investigators were trying to push an agenda, a specific agenda, against the suspects. This is something the witnesses have not taken lightly. They've insisted that their investigations were above board, and they say they had to go to police because they could not rule out any eThekwini official as a suspect in this case as per their previous experiences in other cases. Now, we're still at the outskirts of discussing the allegations in this trial. There are over 100 witnesses and large volumes of evidence that must be presented to court, and each representative of the 22 suspects must cross-examine each witness. It's likely that this trial will continue for the remainder of this year and possibly go into